I wasn't even sure if I was supposed to post today or not. I'm feeling some type of way. Today we got the sad news that Kobe Bryant and his daughter, along with a few others, have passed away. He was one of my idols growing up. I know for a lot of us he meant something. I didn't realize how hard it would hit, and I felt kind of off all day about it. And I just wanted to make sure that I took the time out and paid my respects again to one of my idols. My thoughts and prayers go out to everybody that was involved. Life is too short to sit on some bullshit. Make sure that you make the best of what you have. Take advantage of every moment that you can, because you just never know. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Nettie, and today we're going to be talking about how your perception affects your actions. Coming in. So yesterday I went to IKEA. The goal was to go get a desk, not realizing that it would come with certain hurdles that I was gonna cross throughout my morning. Here's a little bit of how I got it home. So I'm just now getting home. I didn't film at IKEA because I was supposed to be in and out of there, and it ended up being really stressful. Got the desk. What I ended up doing was actually going to their little area where they have like used or like people return or whatever. The desk that I was gonna get was actually theirs, just in a different color, and it was already built. So I was like, oh sweet, this is gonna fit, no big deal. Get to the car, try to load it up, and it doesn't fucking fit, barely. So this is how I drove for an hour and a half. Your girl can tie knots, by the way. Low-key, I was a little bit stressed out just because I only have like my coat, which by the way is my favorite coat, protecting the metal legs from hitting the glass. But we made it home, super happy. Get home, set this up. Pretty much just gonna rearrange that room again to try to get the best possible setup that works for me, that gets me to get my juices flowing, that gets me to just sit and start being creative from the get without having to set anything up or moving things around, and that's a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Hashtag aesthetics. Let's go. So I wanted to talk about my experience that I had yesterday. As you saw, I had a few hurdles come about in just trying to get the desk back to my house. By the way, I had a whole different video planned out for today, but considering the type of day I had yesterday and the things that I had to run in yesterday, I felt like this was well fit for this series that I'm trying to wrap up, to let you guys know and kind of put things into perspective. As far as altering your perception and what that looks like. The guy that was helping me load the desk into the car, because I couldn't do that by myself, so I had to load the desk into the car, gave up after like 2 tries. Going through my thoughts, and I'm like, I know how to tie knots. I know how to do it. I was taught how to do it at a young age. I think IKEA, they have like some policy where they can't help you, besides loading it, they can't help you tie anything down, which is fine, whatever. I tied the knots. The guy looked at me, as I was leaving, the guy looked at me and was like uncertain about what I had just tied and whether or not my glass was gonna break on my car. He was worried, I get it. I appreciate his concern, but at the end of the day, it was something that I had to do, and there was no going back. I had to keep going forward. You know, I put myself in a situation where you just have to think fast and you have to go through your skills. You have skills, you just gotta look for them, right? So here I am trying to figure out, outside of IKEA, how I'm gonna get this home, what the best scenario looks like, and how I'm gonna do it safely and make sure that I complete the task that I set for myself yesterday. And so here I am scattering through my thoughts, and I'm driving and I'm a little paranoid because what he said is still fresh in my mind, so he was concerned. So then I'm thinking to myself, if I know that I can do the knots and they're safe and they're solid, why am I so stressed out about what somebody else said? Why am I doubting what I can do and the skill set that I have? And I'm thinking to myself halfway home, like, girl, you know how to tie knots. Why are you so stressed out? Some of that worry didn't even naturally come from me. So I'm like, why am I taking on this person's concern if it has nothing to do with me? Because I'm sure of my skill set. I'm sure of what I have. Am I a little paranoid? Am I a little scared? Yeah. But halfway through the drive, I'm thinking to myself, you've already gone halfway. You can't go back. I'm definitely not going to go back because the goal was to get the desk home. So why would I stop in the middle of the entire transition. I wouldn't. I didn't. I got it home. Was I scared? Yes. Was the setup kind of janky? Yes. Did I take safe precautions? Yes. Think about how many of us actually take on other people's 2 cents as our own and how that affects us, because somebody else's perception is completely different than yours. I feel like that happens more often than we'd like to admit to. I think this was just like a perfect example, an illustration of you can easily be swayed either way. It was nothing more than 5 minutes than that kid expressing his concern to me about how this wasn't gonna happen for me. But at the end of the day, I did it and I committed. If you commit, you're gonna be able to reach that next step or whatever it is you're trying to do. You gotta be able to alter your perception, and you gotta be able to be confident in your skill set of whatever it is you have. Stop allowing other people's 2 cents to affect your perception of what you're capable of.